Yeah, listener. Well, I went back and watched it for you too, and the reason I did was because I was distracted during their fight. I mean, that sometimes happens with me with women's MMA. I don't know. I guess look, I'm fully aware that women fight harder, women fight stronger, women are tougher. But then there's that built-in prejudice or something. I mean, obviously I watch the elite girls, but when it's a contenders fight like this, sometimes I react that way. You know, two girls from Brazil that I didn't know. So I watched the fight. The announcing was about as one-sided as you can get. It's almost like they lose their way in the middle of the fight. They focus on what happened. And by the way, Barbosa won the first round very clearly. I think it was a very close round still, but Barbosa is very big. And like it or not with judging, when you're really big and you're kind of, demanding the pace around the ring, they're going to give it to you. You know, being big shouldn't have any effect, right? But it does, and that's the reality. Rounds 2 and 3, Silva won them both. They were very close once again, but she did enough. Barbosa happened to fade considerably too, and it took a really long time for the announcers to start saying that. I mean, even when Silva was on the bottom, she worked hard, right? A lot of submissions, even a cool go-go plata, which I loved, and she worked with punches and she worked with elbows. So she was doing stuff when she was down there, and she also reversed that a couple times. She got one or two takedowns, and she also landed on top for a good control period of the fight. Now, really the question is, how does this happen in announcing? Listen, announcing is not an easy job, guys, by any means. I mean, I'm fully aware of that, even just doing what I do here. But what happens is they kind of lose their space. They focus for a little while, and they can see what's actually happening in front of them. But part of their job is to talk and keep people interested. Watching fights with no conversation would probably make people tune out quicker than anything. So your job is to be interesting, whether that's talking about what the fighters are doing or going off on tangents. And we all know Rogan and DC go off on tangents. In fact, when the momentum switched in round 2 and Silva kind of took more control, they were obsessing on Dean Thomas calling fights with Daniel Cormier on Dana White's Contender Series. So the reality is, I think the broadcast booth missed the switch of momentum. At the end of round 2, they kept talking about, now she's got to knock her out, which wasn't true at all. Silva actually won that second round. Third round was very, very tough. It's a close round also. But listen, Barbosa was tired, and it was very evident by her body language. Another thing judges look very closely at. So if Rogan and DC missed it, the judges did not. Nah, listener, Silva won that fight. That's the way it is. Everybody, remember, Warrior of the Light.